Hello and welcome back, everyone, to another playthrough of StarCraft II. Yeah, so originally we weren't actually going to do Nova Covert Ops because, I didn't actually own Nova Covert Ops. And then sometime around my birthday last year, someone actually got me a copy of Nova Covert Ops. So now we're going to do Nova Covert Ops for the channel. Haha. Meanwhile, the Dominion military has lost all contact with several of its ghosts, including the deadliest agent, Nova, and the rest of her team, Stone, Delta, and Pierce. Their fates remain uncertain.
Nova is a hero unit with special abilities. You could select her by pressing F3 or clicking the icon in the upper left corner of the screen.
We were also thinking about having a guest, but unfortunately, the timeline for having a guest did not work out for our parties. So,
Darn. Looks like we'll just have to wing it. Just the two of us. We could StarCraft if we try.
Hey, Nova.
Agent X418222N.
Prepare for routine equipment check.
What kind
you
of
can call me
sir?
Nova for short.
Where am I?
Operational details have been classified for your protection. Memory gaps are a standard side effect.
Apparently, even though she was already in a stasis chamber of sorts, that they had to re-identify her facial features in order to confirm it was actually her.
We will come back to this scene a bit later. She's only been in this facility for a couple of hours, honestly.
No. The calibration's complete.
Right.
Who do we really trust here?
Remain calm. Next, we'll test the cloaking.
Giant robotic arm face is telling me he's the good guy, but my glasses tell me he is not the good guy.
Slow cloaking transition.
The cloaking is not actually the slow during the
Cloaking
gameplay.
It is not.
functionality verified. You may decloak.
And now we are immortal.
Decloak, Agent. Code 54.
Rogue agent, send reinforcements immediately.
Kill. Kill. Kill.
Bye, GLaDOS.
Well, there was basically GLaDOS.
So yeah, Nova actually is extremely athletic for a sniper. I mean, snipers are supposed to be somewhat athletic, but she was able to, rip off a sewer grate with one hand, so without leverage.
Good talk.
So this is our badass hero, our badass introduction to Nova for Nova Covert Ops. I hope you enjoyed that because we're still an RTS game, and that means the majority of our missions are going to be RTS focused, and because we're in StarCraft 2, we have a lot of bugbears to deal with from StarCraft 2's engine, so.
I can't remember what happened.
Yay. Bugs.
Memories. We're being held prisoner in a shielded facility. We'll have to escape to contact the Dominion.
Weren't we on a mission? What happened?
Whole lot of bad luck.
The talking icon means this character is
To
talking.
the armory. You're gonna need a weapon.
On the move.
Oh look, we have a melee attack.
Ooh.
Haha!
What's that sound?
Breakneck? Who wouldn't?
This could get messy.
Alright, so, the majority of this mission specifically is us trying to get used to controlling Nova around. We won't actually have our neck break attack for very long, but it is nice to get comfortable with it right now, specifically because we can kill all of the enemy ghosts and then successfully get over to where we need to be, which is on the mini map.
See, kill you. Kill you. Oh, you definitely gotta die there, mister.
Executing.
Kill you. Oh, look at you. You're wondering what's happening. I'm not gonna tell you what's happening.
This agent is extremely dangerous.
Your
Yeah,
friends
she's
are
killed 10 of our
dying
ghosts
God
already.
heart
We haven't
attacks.
noticed.
En route.
This agent is extremely
Get out there and
dangerous.
find her.
You know, with our lack of detection equipment.
This way, everyone.
One of the more interesting things about this campaign is that when Nova actually has access to cloak, she usually doesn't spend energy in order to remain cloaked. However,
I've got a rifle.
there are I don't want to get into too many specifics, but don't expect to have cloaked Nova for the entirety of the campaign.
This could get messy.
Right, it's just a nice thing to have. It's so good to have steroids early. It makes it easier to learn. Run away now.
Yeah, Nova can snipe pretty much anything that's about halfway across the screen.
She's gone. Get out of here.
Whereas
With a
our earlier
silencer.
iterations of the snipe ability forced you to actually target biological units.
Understood.
Nova can now snipe mechanical units as well.
Whatever it takes. Running into some heavy resistance here.
Just avoid him for now.
It's difficult to avoid this particular sentry turret, but mostly because of the large amount of vision range that it has. But if we successfully do so, we can pick up pulse grenades, which allow us to very specifically deal with large groups of enemies, like this one.
Got it.
And poke. Yeah.
Pierce and Delta are being held here too. It's not going to be easy to reach all of us.
We're a team. We're getting out together. And then I want to know what the hell
Give me
happened.
enough pulse grenades, I'll turn them all into body parts.
Well, if not body parts, then fragments of body parts.
Termination sequence has been activated.
Now, the secondary objective here is to specifically rescue Delta, Nova, Pierce, and Stone. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what successfully doing this one gives Nova. I think it technically gives her a piece of equipment that we can use later, but I'm not entirely certain. However, I was attempting to do this run specifically trying to get as many of the achievements as I can, and this achievement right here fucking sucks. In order to get one of the achievements for this mission, you have to specifically exit the facility with Nova taking no damage from these flamethrowers. The problem being that these flamethrowers specifically rotate very slowly, so it is very easy to have Nova take somewhere between a small or a large amount of damage from these flamethrowers.
I can do this.
And not
You get
notice
tired of waiting.
because Nova's got natural health regen.
Heading
It is a bit hard to tell where too close is.
Understood.
Well, where close is too close is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, especially on this one. Our allies can take damage from the flamethrowers, but Nova cannot for the achievement.
On the move.
I mean, just like a lot of missions in StarCraft II, they
Look how
typically
close
don't take
that
more than
guy.
15 to 20
Yeah.
Trophy hunters beware. Some learning and practice may be required.
Also, the Marauders actually do have their concussive shells, so if you get hit by them, your movement speed will be reduced slightly. So there's that.
En route.
They're trying to slow us down, so that way they can really cook our goose.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Alright, and snipe, and snipe.
Not enough.
These, these detection radars also are, new. Oh boy. Oh, they are shredding through your health right now.
Yes, they are.
Let's go.
Come on. We're all getting out of here.
But we made it. Woot!
I can do this.
So, specifically, the reason why they were able to shred through my health is because of one of the things that the Terran ghosts actually have access to is the EMP bomb, and the EMP bomb disables Nova's cloak.
Would be with these vultures.
Our chances are better if we split up.
Pierce and I
Oh,
will
we are gonna learn all about how the game is gonna try to shut you down, Invisigirl.
Not really. Also, that is the last time you'll see Delta and Pierce. They're gone for the rest of the campaign. The Covert Ops campaign is both really short and horrendously underdeveloped, and I do mean that. We will come into contact with Stone once more later on in the campaign, and that's it. This whole sequence of missions for our first chapter is all about trying to figure out what the fuck happened to us before the opening cutscene, and we will eventually find out what the fuck happened, but not until the midpoint through chapter 2, I think. Yeah.
I remember this. I lost my memories. Will you help me get them back to me?
So, we are now doing a scrolling shoot 'em up.
This is new.
This is new. This is definitely very new. For the record, this is not something that's unexpected because the StarCraft II engine is extremely robust in what it can do, to the point where one of the more interesting things that it can actually do is actually build FPS games. And I do mean first-person shooter games. There have been multiple first-person shooter games built in the StarCraft II engine, one of which, of course, being Doom, but more importantly, one of the things that a very popular mod for StarCraft 1 is called Mass Recall, which is StarCraft 1 rebuilt in the StarCraft 2 engine. And one of the things that it allows you to do is during one of the Terran missions, specifically the Jacobs installation, you are allowed to actually play that mission as a first-person shooter. It is honestly a really interesting change of pace for it. The StarCraft II engine's creative engine specifically is extremely robust, and you can do a lot of different things with it. But we're not going to actually explore how much you can do with it during this campaign because, well, look, Blizzard isn't who they used to be, okay? I really enjoy StarCraft 2. I really enjoy Warcraft 3. I really enjoy StarCraft and Diablo 2. And I also at least somewhat enjoy Diablo 4. But Blizzard isn't who they were anymore. We need to come to terms with that. And it's not something that I'm going to focus on a lot during the playthrough, honestly, because there's more interesting things to talk about than reminiscing on who Blizzard used to be. But it is something that I'm still not. It's not something that I'm happy about. Okay.
Because the new guys are making experiments with the game engine. It looked good on paper. They didn't have any time to drop any other ideas. They went for it, and then come to realize their idea was crap.
Oh, I wish they'd been doing that, Mr. Cloud. That would have been interesting. Did you know that Legacy of the Void came out in 2019?
Calibrating weapons.
Not really, no.
Yeah. So, one of the more dangerous aspects about New Blizzard, we haven't had an actual New Blizzard game in nearly a decade. Like to be perfectly honest, Diablo 4 is the closest thing to a new Blizzard game that we have had in almost 10 years. Because Diablo 3 came out like 2009-ish, and StarCraft 2 specifically was 2011. Now, there was Overwatch, but Overwatch was like 2014. Yeah, I think Overwatch is 2014. So, and I know that they would call Overwatch 2 a new game for them, but we don't get to call Overwatch 2 a new game for it because every time we look at it, we're reminded, no, this is a DLC expansion pack for Overwatch. Bleh. Anyway, that was our first boss fight. Nova Covert Ops has actually got a slew of boss fights in it, most of which are optional. This one was not.
Not until you give me
Bye, Stone. We'll catch up with you later.
What happened or get out of here in one piece? Just go.
Fine.
To the starport. Away!
Well, we're taking the Hercules dropship, but yeah. In the next episode, we will continue on with the Nova Covert Ops campaign and try and figure out what the fuck is going on. We'll fail, but we're trying, so be safe, everybody.